USA chapter, Charlie, as a TP USA chapter founder and president, I've seen firsthand how the tide is turning among young conservatives. I say, if you truly believe in open debate in the marketplace of ideas, will you ever be willing to debate Nick Fuentes, or will you wait until his movement
Oh, man.
forces you to adopt his talking points, as we've seen already?
You know, it's funny. I personally do not give a platform to bad faith actors.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
And I had a whole open about this. And by the way,
Bad faith actors?
a really important thing is not to lie and to not bear false testimony. It's fine. I'll answer your question. You know, you said, oh, I want to have a question about Turning Point events. And you obviously lied about your question. Doesn't surprise me because you have deceit. But
Well, it's because you're avoiding the question. That's why the guy fucking had to lie. Like, the fact that you have all these filters up to ensure that people don't ask you questions about 9/11 or ask you questions about Israel or whatever, especially at the Turning Point events, these guys have to, like, sneak in and ask these questions, man.
you know what? Honestly, I'm asked that question all the time. I don't platform trolls. And I don't.
Bruh. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Guys, do me a favor. Smash the like button. This is just like Patrick, man. Like, these guys are avoiding Nick at all costs, bro. Pierce Morgan, Charlie, Pat, all these guys are avoiding Nick like the plague, dude. Hell, they avoid me too. So, I get it, man. And they say, it's, oh, yeah, bad faith actors, troll, blah, blah, blah. Dude, come on, man.
Platform and I don't discuss people or I don't debate with people that are not good faith actors. And
how's he not a good faith actor? What? I would argue he's a very good faith actor because he's talked about this topic that's gotten him banned, debanked, put on a no-fly list, blackballed from every single conservative outlet. I would argue he's probably the best faith actor because he truly believes in what he's talking about. There's nothing grifting about what he's doing. It's cost him everything. And he's still been able to survive despite the insane amount of censorship. So for him to say he's a bad faith actor is ridiculous.
You debate Maoists and people who champion
they can keep on yelling at how successful we are and our big events and well over 1,000 employees. But
now he's going and using his success. Dude, that's not the topic of discussion. No one is refuting that you have a wildly successful platform. I've given Charlie Kirk his flowers on this. Guys, I've told you guys, I went to the TP events, right? And I've told you guys that they got a fantastic operation over there. We're talking about high levels of production, speakers, it rivals, a mainstream media outlet. Huge operation over there at Turning Point USA. I also gave credit to Kirk and said that Kirk was extremely responsible for Trump getting reelected. Charlie Kirk single-handedly made Trump's ground game when he was campaigning 10 times better. Single-handedly with Turning Point USA. He was going ahead and hitting the colleges, getting people to vote, bringing awareness to the conservative movement, etc. I give Charlie credit all the time for getting Trump in and being a significant voice for getting a lot of guys to swing right. But to sit there and say, like, oh yeah, they're just jealous of my success. No, bro, they're not, man. That's not what it is. Whenever you're on the higher echelon, right, of a movement, people are going to challenge you, right? Because that's just how it goes. You and Ben Shapiro have been able to enjoy a period of time where these ideas never made it to the limelight, so you were able to avoid it. Let's all be all the way 1,000 here. Let's be all the way honest, okay? Let's just deal with the ugly truth here. a lot of people on the right that have blown up over the past 10 years, Charlie Kirk, all the members of Daily Wire, Steven Crowder, etc., the biggest conservative voices, Bongino, etc. You guys have been able to enjoy an uninterrupted 10 years where you never had to defend Israel or our support for Israel in the conservative movement because it was a topic that was forbidden, that would get you banned. So anyone that even talked about this topic would be banned and you wouldn't have to deal with them. But since censorship has receded, we're now in a position where we are not only giving aid to Israel, but we're giving aid to Israel in one of the worst times that we could, in the middle of a genocide. So this topic that used to be forbidden, that was bannable on all social media platforms that you never had to contend with, now it's at the forefront of conversation. And you know, alongside Ben Shapiro and a lot of the other right-wing conservative commentators, Brandon Tatum, etc., you guys all know it's an indefensible position. It's an indefensible position. Patrick, a lot of you guys know it's an indefensible position. And now you have to contend with alternate voices on the right that understand this problem way better than you do. And unfortunately for you guys, you don't have the truth on your side because if you do come in and try to defend Israel, it's an L, bro. It's an L on every single level. From a moral standpoint, from a geopolitical standpoint, from a strategic standpoint, from a financial standpoint, it's an L on every single level. It's a fucking huge liability on us and everybody knows it. But they've never had to defend this worldview against someone else from the right. Just call a spade a spade. For many years, conservative commentators have been able to beat up on Democrats, stupid college kids, trans gays, and they were able to basically monopolize off culture war slop to make content for a very long time in the conservative movement. And it served its purpose for a period of time. But now we're seeing that running the culture war issues is not going to save you from this topic. You guys are going to have to address the JQ at some point. Sorry, bro. You're going to have to address this topic at some point. You can't hide from it anymore. Ben Shapiro, Charlie Kirk, all these guys can't hide from it anymore. The culture war stuff was great for 10 years or whatever, but now a new challenger has appeared. And this is how the conservative media was able to dominate for a very long time, guys. Just so you know. Culture war issues. Race, race and, like LGBTQ, those types of issues. Abortion, shit like that is how they've been able to, be very popular. But they've all avoided them boys. Because thanks to censorship, it destroyed or ruined anyone that talked about this topic. So Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro never had to have a real discussion on this. But now it's here, and you can't run from it. So one of two things is going to happen. He's going to have to sit down and talk with him at some point, or risk losing more and more credibility as he gains more and more prominence. That's what's going to happen. That's what happened with Ben Shapiro, and it's slowly happening to Charlie Kirk. So Charlie is going to have to sit down across the table from Nick at some point. Otherwise, he's going to have to deal with more of this, more trolling, people calling into his show, people showing up at the Turning Point USA events. Like, yeah, dude.
There's a lot of jealousy out there.
It's not jealousy, man. It's not jealousy, man.
We build, they complain. We succeed, we win. They blame the Jews. Thank you. Next question.
Bruh. Now that is bad faith. You want to talk about bad faith? That is bad faith. No one is disputing the fact that you're successful. No one is disputing the fact that Turning Point USA is a monumental force in the conservative movement. Nobody's disputing any of that. People don't like that you defend and shield for a country that is currently committing a genocide as you're a Christian. People don't like the fact that you are defending a lobby and a country that kills Christians, kills Muslims, kills innocent people. Okay? And people don't like the fact that you're not willing to defend your beliefs against someone else who has another perspective. That's what people don't like. And Charlie is real big on, hey, no censorship. Let's have people debate. Let's debate ideas, the marketplace of ideas. So for him to sit there and say, oh no, Nick is a bad faith actor, come on, dude. Come on. To call someone a bad faith actor when they've had this belief system for 10 years and it's gotten them banned, debanked, put on no-fly lists, etc., I would argue the person is not a bad faith actor at all. If anything, that shows they're 10 toes down on their fucking perspective. So you, Charlie, are being the bad faith actor right now by saying you're not going to debate him because he's a bad faith actor. Come on, bro. And you can see how angry he is at this. Like, look when he asks the question.
Fuentes, or will you wait until? I say, if you truly believe in open debate in the marketplace of ideas, will you ever be willing to debate Nick Fuentes, or will you wait until his movement forces you
You're going to see him like, oh, this motherfucker.
to adopt his talking points, as we've seen already?
You know, it's funny. I personally do not give a platform to bad faith actors. And I had a whole open about this. And by the way, a really important thing is not to lie and to not bear false testimony. It's fine. I'll answer your question. You know, you said, oh, you know, I want to have a question about Turning Point events. And you obviously lied about your question. Doesn't surprise me because you have deceit. But you know what? Honestly, I'm asked that question all the time. I don't platform trolls. And I don't platform and I don't discuss people or I don't debate with people that are not good faith actors. And
you debate Maoists and people who champion.
They can keep on yelling at how successful we are and our big events.
Wait, what did he say?
Champion
are not good faith actors. And
you debate Maoists and people who champion.
They can keep.
They muted him. He said something about debate now, and then they cut him off.
Keep on yelling at how successful we are and our big events and well over 1,000.
Dude, see, notice how he just deflected to success. Dude, nobody is criticizing him for his success.
Employees.
It's actually quite the contrary.
But there's a lot of jealousy out there. We build, they complain. We succeed, we win. They blame the Jews. Thank you.
Bruh. Come on, man. Dude. No wonder he took the video down. He deleted the video too, by the way, after this. Man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. All right, let me read some of these chats and then we'll get into